Hello Ashes, this is Inquisitor. We're going to be doing some more gameplay today. We're going to be taking out our new and improved pile of good cards. Same deck as last time. Alright, we are against Shufflebus Jesse, playing Lulu. This looks nature and time, divine, so quite possibly a 4-book style deck. Thinking like Ember Lizard, maybe Time Hopper, good chance of survival in the fittest in there. So, with all that in mind, I do not have to worry about an owl, so I get 5 cards and 10 dice. So we're going to go with the for sure standbys of Frostback Bear, Mind Fog Owl, Ruby Cobra, and then what else do we want? Possibility of a first round Phoenix Barrage, although with me showing that many charm, he might put me on Golden Veil, so no ceremonial either. Knight has a decent chance of survivability, but I think, let's see, decent chance of an Ember Root Lizard, I think. So Ice Trap might actually be a decent first 5 here, which then accounts for all my natural dice. Give me Blood Archer. That's not awful. It is 3, 4, 5, 6. This actually might be a time where first 5 Widows is good, but I think we're just going to do Ice Trap and Blood Archer and see how this goes. Have Jesse go first. This is not the best roll, so I'm going to have to meditate once to get the power for the bear. Looks like meditate 3. Alright, Wing Lioness. That Ice Trap is looking really good then. Being able to take out a Lioness feels nice. So we'll start with meditation, I think. We really don't have anything to be too afraid of. I mean, if there's a Magic Siphon in there, that's about it. But we'll stop meditating, and it'll be kind of boring. Play out the Frostback Bear and say go. Don't really love having to meditate up the power symbol for the ceremonial there. I mean, I have to meditate it. It's just doing it kind of early, tips my hand that I've got something. But it's ambiguous enough that he could put me on Fester or Hammer Knight. There's still a number of unknown variables. So, all right. 8 dice left. There is 3 there, 4 with Lulu. Could be a Knight. I think there's a decent chance there's a Phoenix Barrage across the table. Do I want to make him make a unit now? I mean, I kind of do. So the question is, do I put the Frostback Bear out now and say do something, or just keep on throwing books down? Ruby Cobra is actually a pretty okay book to play right now. Alright, Time Hoppers. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, Phoenix Barrage. Or a knight. What knight could that be? So could be a Huntmaster. Sonic. That's another possibility. Although, yeah, I'm playing Herald. No way he started a knight. So I think we just meditate and make a Cobra here. Seems pretty reasonable. That's interesting. That you can you get the prompt to ice trap your own guy, which is something you can do. And in 1.0, that was something that we actually would see people do sometime. They would like ice trap their own butterfly monk to trigger their chance of revenge, get final cries, that kind of stuff. It doesn't really get much better than the lioness, so we are ice trapping there. We have a Time Hopper, which will be able to just come in and shoot with the Blood Archer. So I think we probably go and just say attack Lulu. And put the onus back on Jesse to actually do something. Probably see like a Sparked Lizard come out maybe. Okay. Oh, I get to draw cards. I am... yeah, very happy with that. This gives me a lot of options. So, alright, was not a Phoenix Barrage. So what are we looking at here? We've got Lizard, Lioness, Hopper, and a Spark. Now, probably a good time for a bear. Sure, there's a lizard. And what does that look like? If it gets sparked, that's 2 damage coming in. It could drop the bear. So This seems like a pretty good opportunity to, yeah, just I think we mark it here. And really make that spark not incredibly relevant. So we'll have like a sparked lioness coming in. Alright, so what are our options here? We can Mind Fog is 2, EV, and then Spiders. That seems like a fairly reasonable line. Yeah, I should be able to board wipe him here if we do that. We ought to see a spark come down on the lioness and then it kill the bear. Yep. So we then attack the lioness. With the spider, force the PB guard. Probably see the other spider get spark killed, and then the Mind Fog Owl is going to come down and finish off the lioness. Yep. And this will set us up for a pretty respectable top of round swing for some good damage. It's probably going to look like Cobra and Spider going in top of round. I think we do. We don't really want to discard cards because we actually meditate a fair amount. It's somewhat pricey hand going on here. This is 5 dice, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to attack Lulu, Spider, and Cobra. And fortunately, we don't really have a very charm-intensive draw here, so those 4 basics are not going to be too much of an impact. We are going to have to meditate, looks like 2. 1, 2, yeah, 2 times probably. Yeah, Phoenix Barrage doesn't look so good, but we do have the Charm Power representing a Golden Veil. There's some temptation here just to attack the Ember Root with the Mind Fog and not mark it, just to break the guard. Although we have a Consume Soul, which does quite a bit for us. I still think this feels pretty good. Yeah, force a guard. Put Lulu down to 9 life remaining. I do only have one unexhausted unit up. Okay, we could see the EV getting nature pinged, which I'm pretty okay with that at this point. I mean, that puts Jesse down to 6 dice versus I haven't spent anything yet. Yeah, Spark to probably pick off the EV, be my guess. We don't really need to guard this. I prefer to guard a unexhausted unit if I have to, so this can happen perfectly fine. Spark will probably pick off the spider, also fine. So we're looking at a Time Hopper and a Lioness. Time Hopper, Lioness, 3 dice left over. Could be a Phoenix Barrage. So I'm a little hesitant to play a Knight into this. Could go with the old standby of when in doubt, Bear. But I think Meditate and then get a Cobra is a slightly more moderate play, which gives me some more options here. So, Meditate, top of deck, lose Consume Soul, which is unfortunate, but not too bad because 1, we haven't taken any damage, and 2, we're sitting on our second. Stop meditating and get a Cobra. And turn. Then this could very easily become Mark Cobra into Ember Root if I want it to be. I like having the Frog ping up to respond to the Hopper, which really puts Jesse in a position where realistically Lioness is going to be his only threat for the rest of the round, unless he's got some kind of ally from hand. Yeah, Phoenix Barrage. So yeah, we're looking at Lioness and Time Hopper, which is perfectly fine. Fire Archer actually seems pretty decent here. Because it can either absorb the frog ping and then it puts Jesse on Lioness only, or I guess a divine power and time hopper, but that's awkward because that's multiple side actions. This just is a good situation because if the Lioness shows up, I can just go mark trade, and then his only option for the rest of the round is time hopper. So yeah, taking the Phoenix Barrage there was pretty nice because I know I'm getting full value out of Consume Soul. And Lulu was halfway to death. We are very much looking like we've got another board wipe set up. Second Phoenix Barrage would actually be fairly problematic. Okay, Raptor Lioness. Okay. Fair play. So I think probably what we do here is side action ping the herder, main action swing on the hopper. And that leaves me with 7 dice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So that's going to be ping, bear, owl, hammer, knight. I am happy with that. Yep. That was a pretty good Raptor herder there because it halted a fair number of my resources. I mean, it required me to spend attacks and dice to fully clear it, but I mean, 7 dice to 1. I gotta imagine that this is gonna be, if there wasn't a Fate Reflection there on the frog ping, then alright, that's fine. I just get hit in the face. There is still a spark up, so that's kind of a thing. I think we just get a Mind Fog Owl. And say end turn. Go there. Hammer Knight. think it'd probably be Bear and then Blood Archer. And then Meditate. Having some connection issues here, but I kind of don't want to have to meditate up for the Blood Archer. I mean, it saves me a card. Come on. I disconnected. And then we will go again. Because, I mean, the Blood Archer is just more valuable, being able to hit face for 3 and ping off the rabbit. I mean, a Light Swordsman is probably all I'm really worried about. So we just play that out. And then it's going to be in for 5. Alright, and we should probably be able to just win at a, Jesse gets a main action, and then Survival of the Fittest would be pretty brutal. Or Meteor. I mean, there are definitely some outs. Yeah, there we go. But, I mean, there's such a massive life disparity at this point. He's going to have a real hard time coming back. So, I mean, I think the possibility is into Bear bypass, Bear Owl bypass situation. And this is going to demand a unit come out right now. Another Phoenix Barrage will be pretty brutal. That will be another 3 dice. There's not much I can really do to play around that. I mean, apart from represent the Golden Veil. I mean, it's very likely that there's another Phoenix Barrage in there. Could mark Nature's Wrath. That just doesn't feel very good. Well, you know, if he's got the Phoenix Barrage, he's got it. Otherwise, I'm just, going for the win right now. Because this is going to demand a Lioness show up, which I can then immediately Charm Power and swing in for 4. So this requires another Survival of the Fittest, a Meteor, or a Phoenix Barrage. I mean, they're both going to be fairly dice intensive. This works too, because I can just do attack, attack bypass, I can take possibly 3 in response, but then I get a searchable answer with Fire Archer. I just gotta make sure I've got enough units. So I'm looking at a Lioness Time Hopper, probably, or Lioness Spark. I think at this juncture we just kind of need to start reducing units. So what do I have left? I've got 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is going to be a Consume, a Cobra. Yep. So we mark just to deny the PB guard. Okay. So we are for sure going to be a Hunter's Mark, a Lioness, because why not? And then Cobra probably feels correct. Because that will draw the Lioness attack. And then we're going to get, yeah, we should be able to win this round, I think. Depending on the sequence. If Jesse's just going to hold fast and say, come at me. Yep, as expected. Yes, we want to counter. Or actually, yeah. Nature's Wrath into a Hammer Knight is going to be the correct line. Yeah, GG. Alright, so we're going to go again. Go with a Frostback. Mind Fog. Ruby Cobra. Again, Ice Trap is probably another solid first 5 call because there is no possibility for Golden Veil. It is definitely going to hit a 2-cost unit. So that puts me at 6, 7. Yeah, I think that Blood Archer is still probably going to be correct. So, alright. Let's say Jesse's going to go first again. So we are looking at 1 meditation for the bear, 1 for the cobra, and 1 for... So meditate 3 is not horrible for round 1. Didn't really see any allies that game. Yep, Ember Root and Fighting Spirit. Zeke has to, respect the fact that I could possibly be on a 3-eyed owl, so he's got to bleed his hand real fast. If that's an owl strat. So I think we lay down the cobra, and we're going to meditate. We don't love seeing the consumed soul go by, but is what it is. We can stop meditating there. We are going to need to meditate for the power ceremonial, but I don't quite want to tip my hand just yet. Time Hopper, Ember Root. So let's see. If we get the Cobra now, he can go Time Hopper. No, that's not good. So yeah, I think Cobra to go into Mark on the Lizard and then save the Ice Trap for Linus seems right. So yeah, just put a Cobra out. pass on that. And pass on that. Then this is going to go into a mark. Cobra takes Ember Root. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with that. Think, yep. Lay down Mindfog Owlbook. And then at this point, I think I might want to meditate up into the Power Ceremonial, give myself the option for the Blood Archer to immediately come in and shoot any particular threat that might show up. Lost a Consume Soul and a Generosity. Not going to be doing too much healing this game. Frostbite Bear coming down, maybe? Oh, Huntmaster. That's cool. We are not going to I think Phoenix Barrage might be a possibility. This is a situation where Blood Archer into Ping Panther seems viable. So, I mean, what is that? It says either Ping, Lioness. Yeah, I think that this is the correct play. Then we do a Bloodshot on the Time Hopper and offer a trade for the Huntmaster, which probably gets in for 2. And then I get Frog pinged out. Yep, Lioness. So we got the Ice Trap for the Lioness. And Frog ping waiting. Alright, yeah. Ice Trap for the Lioness. Bloodshot for the Time Hopper. So all Jesse is going to have is Huntmaster, because I'm not going to be able to deal with that with just the Mindfog and Bear. Actually, I think I will, depending on how he responds to this attack here. Because I gotta believe he is gonna Phoenixborn Guard. Yeah, he's gonna Phoenixborn Guard this this trade, because he's not gonna want to give up a Huntmaster for a very wounded Blood Archer. So then it's going to be Ice, assuming Frog Ping to finish off the Archer, it's going to be Ice Trap takes out the Lioness, and then the Huntmaster is going to get into for face, and then between the Bear and the Owl, we get to board wipe. Spark into the Huntmaster is a thing. Yeah, actually, Spark hit me for 3, and then take out the Blood Archer. It's a valid line. That's interesting. This is going to give me the option to possibly Frog Ping the Huntmaster, which means I won't be able to actually put down the Bear Book, but I will get not doing it this way is correct, because I get to keep a owl and a bear versus just like a bear and yeah. Take the damage on Herald. Actually, yeah. So we can. No, yeah, we got to do it this way. Attack the Huntmaster with the Mind Fog. And end turn. And then it's just going to be a bear to finish it off. So we're going to come out around 1 even on life, but me up a bear and an owl, which is a pretty good exchange for me. And I'll be going first to be able to just represent 4 damage to face top around. Which I probably will not utilize. If I'm going to do anything, it's probably just going to be Mind Fog Owl. So I have the bear to immediately respond to any threats. Again, with the 4 basics round too. So what is this going to look like? I'm going to have to meditate 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Meditate 3 times this round. Not terrible. All right. second turn, that's fine. So we're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. Alright, second time Humper book. Play the Mind Fog, and then I think we... are definitely going to meditate. And that's good for right now. Okay. Appreciate the commitment to the board here. Frog Ping would have been useful at this particular moment, but it's alright. How do we want to deal this? Okay, Fighting Spirit is not currently active, but we could be looking at Time Hopper. As a side action. Man, Nature's Wrath would be so good right now, but unfortunately we do not have it. Is there any possible threat to the Frostback Bear for a Quick Strike Swordsman? I don't think so. I mean, I suppose it could be like Accelerate into Frog Ping into, but then that's going to get real dice intensive, and I think I'm okay with that trade, so... Fire Archer seems pretty okay here. Alright, so yeah. So I am going to lose the bear to a quick strike attack, which, you know, is what it is. It's pretty dice hungry. It's going to be 2 dice to drop the bear. And then I guess I really could just guard the... Alright, I take a 3 from the swordsman, and then lioness and hopper trade. Alright. That looks good to me there. That looks good to me there. So we're going to even out on life. So what do we do here? I think it's probably going to be a Cobra and Meditate. So let's double check units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Yeah, so we mark the swordsman because we definitely don't want Lulu stepping in the way, and we've got the consume soul, so we're not really wasting the mark. Cobra's going to mill a card. We are going to consume soul. Ow, ow. Yep. So we can pay with a basic there. And end turn. Ember Root and some Frog Pings, Ember Root and some Raptor Herder. Could be all kinds of stuff. Do I want to switch it up and go with the Hammer Knight though? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In any case, I think Frostbite Bear probably correct play at this point. Alright, so trade the bear and the lizard. I'm good with that. I mean, it would have to be Phoenix Barrage. Yep, Phoenix Barrage, and then I get a Hammerite that gets to get in there for free. I'm thinking, yeah, Phoenix Barrage is probably the best way for Jesse to be able to spend 3 dice right now. Pass his main. That's interesting. Um, oh yeah, there has to be a Phoenix Barrage there. So I mean, I guess the option is I let him. It's probably going to be 6 of one, half dozen the other. How he wants to negotiate this, but yeah, I think it's just meditate, put down the Hammerite, make Jesse have to do something. Another top around survival of the fittest would be pretty awful. Huntmaster could also be a thing, but no, Hammerite looks really good into that. Yep. And then Owl gets in for 2. Oh. That's a roll. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's just brutal. 7 basics. All right. So how do we want to negotiate this? I think Mark Linus. And say go. All right. What is going on here? A lot of meditation happening. This could very easily be a survival of the fittest. I think probably correct to just attack Lulu with 1 L. And then we're going to meditate 2. And say go. Mark Nature's Wrath doesn't seem like a terrible option. What possible threats are left? A Time Hopper. Time Hopper, survival of the fittest. I gotta save the Nature's Wrath just in case there is a raptor herder that decides to show up. So I think Frostback Bear probably seems right. Yeah, all right. I think that's just, this looks good. So we attack the Emerald Root with Owl, and then set up a Frog Ping on the yep. I think we grab a Cobra at this point. Seems right. We are getting low on deck, which is a concern. So at this point, we're probably just meditating as we need it. And frog ping, maybe. All right, generosity. Yeah, I'm gonna draw cards because if okay, yeah, that's fine. Another wing lioness book, to which I can respond with blood chains. That looks really good. A way to spend some of these ceremonial dice. Yeah, this has got to be a lioness frog ping. So we're gonna go with bear. Blood chains, raptor, EV. Blood chains, raptor, EV. Mind fog? Yep. So if it's not going to be lioness ping, lioness raptor is a possibility. That would be quite good. Apart from the fact that I've got the Nature's Wrath sitting on standby. That generosity giving me something to do with the ceremonial dice was pretty relevant. I was able to come out of this turn without having to meditate like a fiend. I mean, it was already pretty bad. 7 basics is rough any turn of the game. But I would pretty confidently say that I am looking to be in a winning position at this stage because I've only got to put 5 more damage on Lulu. um, the bear's probably going to get in for 2, and then I'm going to go top around. So I'm assuming that there's probably only going to be one available blocker. And I should be able to go wide enough to get lethal. Alright, Jesse passes. So attack with the bear. He's probably holding off on summoning the lioness because he didn't want to walk it into a mark. Yep, end turn. So now he has to do something, otherwise he's going to take lethal top around. Yep, Frogpink Cobra. Summon Lioness, and then Blood Chains Wounded Owl onto Lioness, and that should be GG. Yeah, so we're going to get Mind Fog, second Mind Fog, and Raptor for group tactics. Yeah, we're good. GG. That was definitely a better first 5. Huntmaster was good in that first 5. And the first 5 Ice Trap has been pretty relevant. Yeah, I think versus Lulu, you can probably almost guarantee that it hits a Ember Root at the worst case. Okay, first 5 Generosity, reset Linus book, yeah. Sadly, the conclusion that bear is always better. Bear is always right. Yeah, the fighting spirits are cool. I do like the I do like the fighting spirits. Yeah. I think I'm starting to warm to fighting spirit as a an alternative to strengthen, just because it is so much more palatable to the one cost. Yeah, I saw that the inability to survival at top round was pretty big. All right. Well, so here's a little bit more Herald gameplay. Um, I don't think we learned anything new. Herald is still good. Bears is still good. Foggy Bear is still pretty good. Um, but in any case, we got think to see some pretty interesting interactions and showcase some cards that are new and we haven't seen a whole lot of the potential. We're definitely keeping an eye on Fighting Spirit as something to think about in decks that want to be able to manipulate their attack value and engineer trades in a little bit more favorable way. But thanks for watching so much. If you like what you see, please comment, like, subscribe. This kind of stuff helps me out a whole lot, and I will catch you guys in the next one.